Rome conquered everything, until they met these furry beasts. What you're about to see broke the most disciplined army in history, and it wasn't human. I'm going to show you the weapon so terrifying Rome tried to erase it from existence. But first, you need to understand what pure, weaponized loyalty looks like. You are a Roman legionary. Your world is steel, leather, and the man to your left. You are the unstoppable force that has conquered the known world. Fear is a luxury you cannot afford. But today, you feel it, cold in your gut. It's not the painted warriors screaming in the distance. It's not the chariots. It's a sound beneath the chaos, a low, guttural thunder that makes the ground itself feel alive. They weren't just dogs. They were 200-pound guided missiles with one target, your throat. Then, through the mist, you see them. And your training, your discipline, your courage, it all evaporates. They are nightmares given flesh. Beasts the size of wolves, but thicker, stronger, moving with a predator's purpose. Their eyes glow with a fury that isn't animal, it's personal.
This was the weapon the Celts unleashed upon the legions, and the story Rome told of that weapon was a lie. The truth was far worse. But here's what nobody tells you about the training method that created these killers. The Celts. To Rome, they were savages, wild men from the misty north. But their reputation for ferocity wasn't just their own. It was built on the bond they shared with something truly monstrous. Picture this. You're in a shield wall. 200 men shoulder to shoulder. You've trained for this. Then 50 of these beasts hit your line at 35 miles per hour. Game over. Roman scribes, the men who wrote history, tried to describe these beasts. They used words like colossal, unstoppable. They painted a picture of mindless, savage animals. But what if that was a lie to hide a deeper fear? What if the Romans were so terrified they had to pretend these were just beasts because the truth was something they couldn't comprehend? The Celts didn't just breed big dogs, they bred apex predators. These weren't pets, they were four-legged weapons that could take down a horse and rider in seconds.
To find that truth, we have to forget what the Romans told us. We have to look at the legends the Celts told themselves. They didn't speak of one single monster. They spoke of 3 nightmares. Think of them as the Navy SEALs, Green Berets, and Delta Force of the dog world. There was the great Hound of Ireland, a creature that walked beside kings, its shadow a promise of death to their enemies. So legendary, a single hound was considered a gift worthy of an emperor. There was the ghost of the Highlands, a blur of grey fury that moved like the wind, running down horsemen as if they were standing still. Not a dog, but a living spear. And there was the Wall Breaker, a dog bred not for speed, but for unstoppable force. A living battering ram sent to shatter the shield walls that had conquered nations. Imagine a German shepherd. Now double it. Now give it the bite force of a lion and the loyalty of your best friend when his back's against the wall. These were the Celtic War Dogs. But they weren't just bred, they were raised. And that is the secret Rome never understood. The Romans had a name for what happened next. They called it the breaking. But that's not the worst part.
To Rome, a dog of war was a tool. It was chained, starved, and beaten to make it vicious. It was a disposable weapon. But to the Celts, this beast was family. It slept by their fire. It guarded their children. It hunted with them, ate with them, and listened to their stories whispered in the dark. Its name was sung in their songs. A dog trained with cruelty fights out of fear, but a dog that has been loved, a dog that is part of a family, it fights with a loyalty so fierce it becomes something divine. It will not just fight for you, it will die for you. Wait until you see what happened to the bloodline. The answer will make you look at every large dog differently. It's a bond that echoes through time. If you've ever looked into your dog's eyes and seen more than just a pet, if you've seen a protector, a friend, a soul, then you know a shadow of this connection. Drop your guess in the comments about which modern breed you think carries this killer DNA. This profound love is what the Celts turned into a weapon, and it was devastating.
So how did it feel to stand against it? The horns sound, but it's not the screams of men you hear first. It's the howl, a chorus from the depths of hell. They don't charge in a straight line. They flow across the battlefield like a river of death. Before the Celtic warriors even reach you, the dogs are upon you. They don't aim for your throat. They aim to break your spirit. A 200-pound beast slams into your shield, shattering your arm and your confidence. Another tears through the line, hamstringing horses, turning a cavalry charge into a screaming, bloody mess. They create chaos. They create terror. They turn a disciplined legion into a panicked mob. If you had to rank ancient weapons by pure terror factor, catapults, scary. War elephants, terrifying. Celtic War Dogs, absolutely nightmare fuel. They are not trying to win the battle. They are trying to break your mind before the battle has even begun. They are psychological warfare in its purest, most primal form. And here's the kicker. One of these breeds still exists today. You've probably seen one. You just didn't know you were looking at a Roman legion killer.
The Roman Empire rose and fell. The age of Celtic warriors faded into mist and memory, but the legacy of their companions never died. In a final, beautiful irony, the world forgot their terror, but remembered their heart. The great hound of Ireland, the killer of men, became known as the gentle giant. Its ferocity was replaced by a legendary nobility. Its spirit wasn't broken, it was finally understood. The story of the Celtic War Dog teaches us a terrifying, timeless lesson. The most dangerous weapon in history is not a sword or a spear or a mindless beast. It's love, weaponized. They weren't monsters. They were fighting for the person standing behind them. They were protectors, companions, and warriors, a best friend forged in the fires of war. Before you click away, I just told you one of these bloodlines still exists. Want to know which one? I'll give you a hint. It's not the one you think. And if you own one, well, let's just say Roman ghosts are probably still pissed off. The next video reveals the modern breed that carries this killer DNA and why they're banned in 3 countries. You won't sleep the same way again. If you want to uncover more legends buried by history, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We have so many more stories that will blow your mind. Thanks for watching.